theoretically, you don't realize that gas savings until the second mint, which would be, in this case, 447 times 2, 894 days to save the 75%.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo, more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the Cryptoslo Labs XENTurbo Miner, and can it really save you 75% on your mint? What are the pros and cons? So let's get after it. So Cryptoslo Labs introducing this new miner. I think it's in competition with CoinTools, and I personally am not using CoinTools. I'll just get that out there right now. But there is some extensive documentation on this. So conventional minting and claiming. Step 1, mint 128 views, claim 128 VMUs. Claim and remint process, up to 350 VMUs. And this is the claim and remint process. And this is probably the most confusing part of this, and a very important thing that you need to take away from this video. Zen NFT gas consumption, XENTurbo Miner gas consumption with 100 VMU. So you're like, oh, I could save 75% gas. Okay, but there are some things that you need to know about with it. So let's go over to the miner page. So you have the general mint, which has a max of 128. Then you have empty slot mints. This is where this gets kind of confusing. But basically the premise is when you create a Zen NFT, is creating those wallets. So in essence, slots, as this is referring to, are empty wallets. However, it's done in the same transaction. So what this does is you can create 500 wallets at once, or slots, and then they're used in this empty cell mint. And then you can get a max VMU of 150. I'm going to run you through the different scenarios that you would use on this. So you do the mint, and then you confirm the mint, the days, and it's pretty straightforward, okay? Number 1. And you can also sync the data to your Cryptoslo Labs account, okay? And then where the gas savings is when this is done and ready to claim in 447 days, you'll be presented with 2 buttons: mint, a claim button, and a claim and remint. So the trick here is that your first one ends, and then it automatically does another mint. And that's where the savings are in this. And that's a very important thing to understand, okay? So you do this, you wait 447 days, then there'll be 2 buttons, and then that's when you can claim and remint. That's where the gas savings is, okay? So theoretically, you don't realize that gas savings until the second mint, which would be, in this case, 447 times 2, 894 days to save the 75% using the claim and remint. Okay, so this is very important to understand. Using this tool, you don't realize the gas savings until the remint. Okay, so you got to wait. As I stated, 447 times 2, so 894 days divided by 365 days, 2.44 years. Okay, so that's a long time. Now, if you want to save even more gas, you create these VMUs, okay? And this is basically, so instead of creating the wallets when you do the regular general mint, you create the wallets ahead of time by creating empty slots. And this, like I said, this is the point of where I think they're going to confuse a lot of people because they're calling it slots, but really the slots are wallets. Okay, so you could go max 500, but it would make more sense to do 450. So this is an example of a max mint. I'd create the 450 wallets, then I'd go to empty slot mint. That allows you to go to 150. Okay, so then I can go 150. But you have to have the empty slots first. Okay, see how it's blocking? So I have to do this TX first, create the wallets, and then I would be able to put in 150, do the max, hit confirm, wait 447 days. Then there'll be two buttons, claim. I hit the claim and remint, and then it's going to use the empty wallets that I created, and you save the gas. Let me see if there was a picture. Now there's a couple of videos. I don't think they're going to do much good, but the claim and remint, okay? And you can watch those videos. I'll leave the link. It has all the stuff in here. It has the video tutorials 1, 2, and 3. But again, let's summarize what we've learned. Using the XENTurbo Miner, you have general mint and an empty slot mint. So think of two ways, okay? The general mint is the same as the NFT, 128 max, 447 days, hit confirm mint. Wait 447 days, there'll be two buttons, and that'll be under your claimable, and you're going to hit claim and remint, okay? And then you experience a gas savings, but you have to wait 447 days to realize that gas savings, because basically think that you have to earn it first before you can get it. Empty slots mint. This is where you're creating the wallets ahead of time instead of doing it when you hit the mint button. So first step is create empty slots. The max VMU on an empty slot mint is 150. So I would just do the most optimized. I'd create 450 wallets. I'd go to empty slot mint. I would do a max of 150. Okay. And then I hit confirm mint. Wait 447 days. Hit the claim and remint button. I save 75% gas. And then I do it over and over and over until the end of time. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to post them down below. So, pros and cons. In my opinion, this is a fantastic tool. And it does save you a lot of gas, but you almost have to wait 2 years in order to experience the gas savings. ETH could be $10,000 a coin by the time we get there. So that's number one. Number two, third-party risk. Do you have the technical savvy to do this Web3 via the contract on the backside? And if the answer to that is no, I would not recommend using this, okay? And this is going to be expensive. If I'm doing an empty slots mint at 150, even at 15 or 16 GUI, this is going to be $800 or $900 mint, okay? And then I got to wait 2 years to save the gas. So, in summarization, I think this is fantastic. These people are really smart, but again, third-party risk. Are you a technical person able to do Web3 if Cryptoslo Labs is not around in 2.5 years? And I'm not fudding them. Maybe they've been here for a long time, but I'm not fudding them. I'm just saying, not your coins, not your keys, not your coins. You know, it does seem safer than coin tools in the sense that, you know, this is so well thought out and that. But again, waiting 2 years to save a couple $100 plus the third-party risk, in my opinion, I will probably create a couple mints, but I'm primarily going to stick to the NFTs, because here's something else to take away. I can't sell. I have no liquidity with this tool. By me having those Zen NFTs, I can trade them. I can use them as collateral. There's several advantages to it. Plus, like I said, this is 2.5 years out on this to get the savings. So, I mean, someone could ape this and do really well on a super long-term horizon. But I think so many things are happening with Zen that, it just adds complexity. And, I can tell that they're doing big things. Now, I would have rather them made updates to the dashboard or updates to the portfolio side on BSC and Polygon. That would be nice. But again, it is what it is. This is a pretty big tool, but the time horizon is just, it's a long time. And, like I said, at least I know if I have those Zen NFTs in the next 2 years that I'll have some access to liquidity, which in this case, using this tool, you don't. So you have to decide what your goals are. So with that being said, hope you liked today's video. Like, subscribe, and I'll leave links down below. This is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.